Good morning. Welcome to our kitchen. This is number 273. I am by myself today. I have a couple of recipes that I wanted to do in the oven and a higher temperature, so then maybe 350 or 375 for, like a dessert. So I will be working from one side to the other. No dessert today. The first thing I'm going to do is, the recipe is crispy honey mustard wings or thighs. In our house, wings are not that popular. They're very popular when you have parties and some kind of get-togethers, and wings are out at a restaurant too. So I decided to try them with substituting with skinless, boneless thighs. Now, if you're using wings, the recipe called for 4 pounds of split chicken wings or drumettes. I have the thighs that I bought. They were frozen, and they are skinless and boneless. So I have got about, I didn't weigh them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pieces, and we'll see how that works out. The first thing to do is I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, if I can get the top off because I did it on tight. There we go. 3 tablespoons. And salt and pepper to taste. I want to, now for this number of thighs, I have plenty of oil. Now I would have used 2 tablespoons would have been enough for the thighs. I'm placing them in a roasting pan. And I want to roast them at 425. For about 45 minutes. You want them to get crispy, to start to get crisp off. So I will check on them, but I will set for 45 minutes. Okay, my fresh garden pasta. When this is taped, it is beginning to be summertime, and the vegetables are starting to come in at the farmer's market. And if you're lucky to have them in your area, and we do. So in this bowl here, I have cut up 1 medium zucchini and 2 small to medium summer squash in pieces about this chunks. and a half a cup of chopped onion. And I bought 6 plum tomatoes. At this point, I only did 3, and I'll see whether I think I need some more. So I'm going to toss in a mixture of 1/3 of a cup, excuse me, of olive oil, and I will retrieve my salt and pepper and garlic over here. Salt and pepper to taste. You could make this mixture in a bowl and then pour it over the and 5 or 6 cloves of garlic chopped. And I'm a minced person, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we want to toss it gently to get the oil. Okay, now we're going to roast these also in a single layer. Also, we'll go into a 425 oven. And we'll roast these for about 30 minutes. You want them to start to get brown around the edges. Okay, so while that is going on, we will break and pick up when these are done. While I was waiting for the things to roast, I cooked 1/2 pound, 2/3 of a pound of angel hair spaghetti that I will use with my vegetables. Now my thighs, not my chicken wings, are cooked, and now I have to, and they're browned okay. I made up a marinade sauce of 1/3 cup honey, 1/3 cup yellow mustard, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise and 2 tablespoons of dried onion flakes and 4 cloves of garlic, minced, chopped, minced. And I will coat the chicken thighs or wings with this sauce. And you can't really see too well. I'm not saying that the thighs are the way to go, particularly if you like chicken wings. I just thought I'd try. These will go back in the oven to cook on a little bit, crisp up more, whatever. Okay, back in your 425-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Okay, now to my pasta and vegetables. I'm going to drain the and my roasted vegetables. You got juices along with the Now, you can toss it lightly together or serve it just like this. Everything you can out of it with your flavor. And then if you have some fresh basil, which I don't, of course, I will use a little bit of dried basil. fresh will be much better. Sprinkle on top. And some Parmesan cheese, which you could put on the table also. You can sprinkle a little on now. And of course, if you have fresh, you shred your own, grind your own, that's even better. So this is our fresh garden pasta. And when we come back, I will be at the table. Welcome back to our table. This is show number 273. And I made a couple of things on my own today. When we're taping this, one of the things I picked is the beginning of summer. We're into early July, and your garden is going to be getting ready for picking, or already is. So I decided to make a fresh garden pasta, and this is it right here. Kind of easy to put together. I chopped up some zucchini, some yellow squash, and you can do peppers, some onion, and some plum tomatoes. And I roasted them with olive oil or vegetable oil, mixed them up in the olive oil and cloves of garlic and salt and pepper, and put them on a baking sheet, single layer. And you do have to roast them like at 425. So you might not want to do it on a hot day if you're going to have to turn your oven on that high. But you need to get them kind of browned and kind of mix them while they're cooking to make sure that if you see that they're browning underneath. And meanwhile, while that's happening, I cooked up some angel hair pasta. And so you put the cooked pasta on a dish, and when the vegetables are all roasted, you just layer it on the top with all the juices and everything to give it all the flavor you can and you will with fresh vegetables. And I sprinkled some dry basil, but if you certainly have fresh basil, little strips on top, and some Parmesan cheese. Now to go with it, or not necessarily, my other plate is crispy honey mustard thighs, chicken thighs, but you would, the original recipe is for chicken wings. I'm sure people have all different kinds of recipes to make chicken wings that is your favorite, but I decided to try this one out. And since chicken wings are not my family's favorite, I decided let's try some thighs, and they're boneless and skinless. And you're going to roast the chicken thighs first with, again, mixing some vegetable or olive oil and salt and pepper to taste. And you put them in a roasting pan, and at another 425 degrees, you cook them for about 45 minutes. Now, the wings would become nice and crispy. And when that's done, take them out, and this is the sauce that I used. A third of a cup of honey, a third of a cup of yellow mustard, and I happen to have honey mustard, so we're heavy on the honey. 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of dried onion flakes, and 4 cloves of minced garlic. You mix that together, and then you put that on, brush that on all the chicken wings or thighs, and put them back in the oven for about 10 minutes to maybe crisp them up some more. So Those are the thighs instead of the chicken wings, and we'll see if that sauce is a good sauce to use for chicken wings. And that's the spaghetti with the garden vegetables. If you'd like any of these 2 recipes, you can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Dalton Community Cable, 151 Park Avenue, Dalton, Mass. 01226. And that's all for our show today. And have a nice day.